Man, it is on, it is on, it is on. We are here today. My name is Akeem. Blair is out today. He will be returning on Monday for our next show. But today we have a special guest. This is the 49ers Empire. My name is Akeem. My special guest. Go ahead, introduce yourself, brother.
What's crack-a-lackin'? I'm your boy, Broshmo, just in case you did not know so, and I do a lot of draft content. I love me some draft.
Man, y'all got to make sure y'all follow him too. This guy's knowledge on the draft is amazing. I've been following him for a while now, and this guy comes out with some intriguing content. And I thought it would be great to have him on the show to talk about these boys. Okay, Niners. That's what we do. So let's get into it a little bit, man. I'm going to talk to you. I know the big question is the quarterback position. That is, we have Jimmy Garoppolo right now, quarterback. We all know we're going to probably owe him $26-27 million, I think something around there, going into the off season. So I'm pretty sure that, we're going to have to make a move in order to sign guys like Trent Williams and stuff. So we're going to have to draft someone. So talk to me a little bit about your guys. We already know the top three guys, right? Who was it? Lawrence, yeah. Fields, and Lance, is it?
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. So you got Zach at 3. Normally, Zach is normally at 3 or 4. So, and 49ers fans are in love with Zach Wilson. And I don't really like to talk about it. It's an elephant in the room. But if we lose our next 2 games, we will probably be somewhere in the 6th area, 7th area. Now, 49ers fans, I'm not rooting for us to lose. But unfortunately, we got a lot of guys benched. We're going out with our 3rd-string quarterback. So talk to me. Talk to me about our quarterbacks after the top 3.
Well, I mean, luckily for y'all, Jimmy G, y'all could probably cut him in for only, $2 million in dead cap. So
yeah.
That's not bad. And Kyle Shanahan, I don't know where this report came out, but I keep hearing that he wants a mobile quarterback. So Trey Lance is instantly one of the first people you think of that are outside of that Lawrence, Fields, and Zach Wilson area. Problem with Trey Lance, he's probably not ready yet. He's probably going to need at least maybe a year to develop. I mean, honestly, Kyle Shanahan does a good job of hiding his quarterback's weaknesses. That's a really good offense they have in place where they could run the ball very efficiently and let the playmakers, do their thing, Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel.
Deebo.
Yeah.
Those are probably the best young duo in the NFL. People don't talk about it, but I would do.
They're great at creating after the catch, dude. They are so good. And if you look, they're among the league leaders in yards after contact, which is huge. So not even I think a Trey Lance even will probably be gone unless you're trading up. It's probably going to be gone. I think Mac Jones becomes kind of enticing. He's not mobile by any means. I don't know if that a rumor is true about Shanahan wanting a mobile quarterback, but this guy's pinpoint accurate. And honestly, he's putting up numbers like Burrow did. He probably has a similar arm strength or at least comparable to Burrow. So this is a guy that's getting a lot of hype, and honestly, I think he could probably run Shanahan's system efficiently.
I think
he could be healthy too.
Yeah. That's what we need. We need the best available quarterback, to fit our scheme. I think Zach Wilson is the number 1 prototype. I mean, we need somebody a little athletic. Just who we are as a system. I think we need to get someone athletic. And of course, those guys. Now, we have a stable of running backs. Do you have any running backs late in the draft that you feel like that'd be a pretty good steal in the draft if someone's to look at? I don't know if you gotten that far deep down into your running back areas yet.
Oh, I have. Let me pull up my day 3 guys. Because honestly, I've gotten flack for this. At one point, I was mocking a running back in the first round to the Niners just because I love how Travis Etienne would fit that zone blocking scheme. That was just something I was in love with in my head.
Okay.
You know, so I don't blame the hate for running back in the first round. I get it.
Yeah, we wouldn't do
A
that. We
few.
we got guys.
Oh no, and there's way more like valuable positions that definitely need to be addressed
Mm-hmm.
beforehand. A few late guys though, probably like day three. Maybe a Dimitri Fulton out of UCLA. He is
He's
a guy
good.
that actually, yeah, he just started taking like the full workload, and he's been a monster. He's among the was the leaders in the country in
Pac-12.
broken tackles. Yeah,
Really?
in the Pac-12.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. This guy, he is very good after contact, and even better the year before, he had a ton of experience in the slot while Josh Kelly was their starter at running back. So this is a guy that has a lot of pass catching upside as well. So it gives a lot of versatility, and I would definitely like try to look for guys like that for Shanahan's system there he has in place.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even another later guy, probably a Kylan Hill out of Mississippi State.
Mm.
Like, I think he's more athlete than actual running back, but the way he was became a pass catcher, became a focal point at the beginning of the year in oh crap, who's Mississippi State's coach now? Mr. Air Raid
Uh, oh,
offense.
you talking about from he came from
Yeah,
Washington State.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, and he was at Texas Tech before.
oh my God.
I don't
Mike
know
Leach.
why I
Mike
can't think
Leach.
of
Mike
Mike
Leach.
Leach. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, because Hill was a guy that I had lower on my board just because, like I said, he didn't really have good vision in the backfield. He really stopped too much. It's like he just couldn't find holes. But with like that athletic ability, being able to like just get him out in space and make plays, I think would be solid
Mhm.
for the Niners. So those are a couple of guys I'll probably go fifth, sixth round.
Mhm. Give me some wide receivers. I know we got two special ones. We're looking for a guy probably in the slot. Um, Debo's hurt a lot, so I wouldn't be surprised if we draft one around maybe the fifth round, the fourth round. Wide receiver. It's not really a need, but I think because of his injuries is a cause for concern.
Yeah, first guy I think of is Jalen Darden out of North Texas.
Mm,
This guy he's fast, but he's also shifty. He reminds me a lot of Darnell Mooney, the guy the Bears drafted last year out of Tulane.
mm,
And I mean, he doesn't have a lot of size. He's like 5'8", but this is a guy that can play in the slot. He's played a majority on the outside.
mm,
Granted, it's in a group of five conference, but still, I mean, the same was true about Mooney. So this is a guy like that could really stretch the field. He's great with the ball in his hands. Again, I love these guys that can create after contact too,
mm.
which is just like the MO for the Niners,
Most definitely. So I want to get into it because he was one of my favorites early in his career, but Mike McGlinchey kind of fell off my list. He's a right tackle, Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I know that he's struggling this year. He's had a really bad year. He's pretty good against the run, but it's passes what matters. We can find somebody to block it in the run game. So even if it's in the second round, I wouldn't be surprised if we reach third round, around that area for a right tackle.
Samuel Cosme's actually a guy that's kind of fallen on people's boards, which is a bit surprising. I think he's a top 15 guy, but he's super athletic. He's a very good lateral mover, which would be totally great for Shanahan's
Yeah, zone
offense.
offense.
A
Yeah, we
guy,
run that zone blocking
yeah,
scheme. Yeah.
a guy in the second round, I would go Tevin Jenkins out of Oklahoma State. He kind of runs a similar blocking scheme. They do this like wide
Yeah.
zone RPO.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, and he's a guy that's really getting like really jumping on people's boards. He's been a very solid run blocker, pass blocker there for Oklahoma State. So maybe even if you want to go a little later, maybe take a chance on like a Spencer Brown out of Northern Iowa. The
Mm.
guy's just a freak specimen, power, athletic ability. It's just he doesn't play at a D1 school. So this is a guy that'll probably blow up the combine.
Mm. Okay. Well, like I said, man, I'm gonna definitely looking at some of those because I think Mike McGlinchey is the one who set us back. Set he set us back this year, man. He's a cause for a lot of our interceptions and turnovers. Um, I don't put the total blame on him. We've had some struggles on the O line, but I know that he is one of the ones that I feel like we definitely have room to replace. We could definitely replace him, and we can replace him in the draft and won't lose a beat. That's one position I think from college to transition the best is offensive lineman, because even what they do there, they do in the NFL, and the speed is the same. It ain't no different in the trenches, man. Maybe at left tackle you see a special Chase Young or something in college that is a freak, but more than likely you're gonna see guys that you can compete with every week. So offensive linemen, I know they come in, they normally are ready to go. So any guards, I know we need some guards, probably late. I know Tom Compton's been playing at guard for us right now, and he's hurt. Brunskill was our center. A lot of those guys.
He's a free agent after this season, right?
Yeah, man, we gotta just clean house, man, from the right side. We're cool with Lincoln Thomason, and we're definitely cool with Trent Williams, but that right side of that line, from center all the way down to McGlinchey, is cause for problems. They are killing us, man, every week. Just making defenses that's terrible look good. So I definitely know we need to protect our future investment that we get. If it's Matt Stafford, if it's Matt Ryan, if it's Sam Donald. I got a comment here about Sam Donald. I wouldn't mind Sam Donald. But they got number 2 pick now, so I don't think they're gonna draft Trevor Lawrence. So what that tells me is they'll probably keep Sam Donald for another year. But if we can get any of those guys in some type of trade or something, we'll be cooking with grease. We'll be pretty good, man.
Yeah.
We need a position there.
I wouldn't discount the Jets not drafting a quarterback still, though.
Really?
Because Sam Darnold, man, I think you get a new coach in there, he's going to probably want his guy. Sam Darnold's kind of damaged goods at this point. That's kind of Adam Gase's MO for how he leaves quarterbacks.
I like Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I like him a lot, too. I just think he needs a change of scenery, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets go someone like Justin Fields or Zach Wilson, even though they are now the number 2, even though they did lose by winning,
Yeah, I will pray that Zach Wilson doesn't pass the 49ers. But so let's talk about cornerback. And I want to jump on the defensive side a little bit. We're definitely going to need to draft them either first or second round. It depends on where we pick at. If we can't get a quarterback, I'm sure we're going to have to grab some type of corner. I don't think we're going to bring Richard Sherman back. So that's a position of need. Jason Verrett this is his first year that's been healthy. He's played well. Yeah. He's played well, but this is his first year. He's healthy. Emmanuel Mosley is an okay corner. Anybody that you can say, you know what, this is the guy. This is the guy right here that he's a no-miss corner in the first round.
No miss. I think Caleb Farley. If the Niners are going to be probably stuck at 11, 10, even if they enter like the 9 or 8 conversation, Caleb Farley is a guy that he has all the elite tools, the elite traits that just scouts teams they look for in a corner. It's what made CJ Henderson a top 10 pick last year. This guy, he's fast, he's physical, he's got great length. And even better, specifically for the Niners, he comes from a very zone-heavy scheme. So it's not just press man corner traits that he has, which the Niners kind of incorporated much more man in their coverage this year. So I think he kind of fills that need. He brings the speed. He doesn't have the speed concern like a Patrick Surtain. I know people love Patrick Surtain, but honestly, until the combine, I don't think a lot of teams are gonna, be high on him until they see that 40-yard time. And I think he's gonna be fine. I think he's gonna have like a 4.5, but guys like that hit that 4.6 territory, like Cameron Dantzler last year, he dropped to like I think the 3rd or 4th round because of it. I had him as a second rounder on my board. So I don't think teams are going to be as high as people think they are right now until that's kind of confirmed.
Surtain is
But
really
yeah, I
nice
like.
though.
Oh, I love him. I
Fundamentally,
love him.
fundamentally, yeah, he's really, really good.
And he's actually one of the better deep ball defenders. And keep in mind, yeah, he's facing the SEC week in and week out.
Mm-hmm.
He's been dominant, and that's what I hate, dude. People put so much stock in the combine sometimes, and it's like just look at the production on the
Mm-hmm.
field.
It was the eye
So
test. Mm-hmm.
exactly.
That matters. I'll tell you that right now. That matters, and but there has been some combine freaks that's been special, like DK Metcalf, um, Vernon Davis. Those guys when they was
Chase
in.
Claypool.
Oh man, but he was good in college though. I mean,
Yeah,
Notre Dame,
I
he was catching balls, and I wanted the 49ers to really take a look at him, but I know Brandon Ayuk is just as good, man.
yeah, I was a little concerned about his separation while he was at Notre Dame, and that's kind of a big thing. If you can't separate in college, how do you expect to separate in the NFL? But he's literally a different beast in the NFL. I don't know what happened, but
Well,
gosh,
I just throw it to a spot now. I mean, he's a big guy. They're showing him how to. They're basically showing him how to, get down, man. They show him, how to abuse his body as to catch balls, and that's where I think Jalen Hurd will help us next year when we have Jalen Hurd. I think Jalen Hurd is going to be really, really good for us next year. Hopefully, we can keep him healthy on the field and he can do his thing as a wide receiver. But let's go to defensive end. Who do you got?
oh, defensive end. There's a lot. The thing of class is there's a lot of guys that have like these either freaky athletic upside, physical upside, like just length, but it's a bunch of guys that are probably going to need to be developed, need to be coached up. There's not much production to some of these guys. But yeah, there are really like some monsters, some beasts in this class. I could see like I think I have like my like 10 guys going in the first 2 rounds right now. Without, I mean, I know people are gonna decide to return, but yeah, this is a really, really good class. A guy I really like from Cincinnati is I think it's Myjah Sanders, but this guy has been fabulous for Cincinnati. He plays to the outside of the tackle, so he's kind of perfect for like a Y9 defensive line. He brings a lot of speed. He's been an impact player there for 2 consecutive seasons, and I think that's a guy probably to target maybe day 2. Even if y'all want to look day 3, I want because y'all are kind of set at the end position, but y'all do like to rotate those players in and out.
Well, D Ford. Hopefully D Ford can save our life and retire. He's been hurt. He's been hurt all year. Nicky Bosa is great, so I'm not really worried about that end. But it's really that end. It's really that end over there. Nicky Bosa is fine.
You got Armstead too. But kind of like rotates in and out.
Yeah, but Armstead's really an inside guy. So if it's him and Javon Kinlaw inside, and then if we can get a freak athlete at that end, at that bookend position, that end position. Man, I think we'd be special, man. That's why I say we need somebody. If we don't get a quarterback first round, we definitely need to draft like a defensive end or something.
Yeah, y'all got a lot of free agents, man. So
we got a whole
on
lot
that defensive end. Yeah, Joe Tryon's another guy to watch at end. He opted out this season from Washington, but another guy, an athletic freak that could have probably used this season to improve his draft stock. But he's probably going to be available early day 3.
Okay. What about strong safety?
Ooh, I'm in love with this guy, Trevon Moehrig. He's probably going to somehow find himself in the first round at a TCU. He is a guy like physically and athletically he was there, but what he was kind of missing was not necessarily processing, but becoming a faster processor. He would always be there to like meet at the catch point, but he was never going to be like this guy with ball skills or a ball hawk, and he's really done that this season. Like he's currently my number 1 safety on the board. Another guy that he's probably going to slip because of injury. Andre Cisco out of Syracuse.
Oh, he's a
It's a
beast,
real
though.
shame,
He's a
dude. He's an
beast.
athletic freak. He's a real high risk, high reward.
Mm-hmm.
He was a guy that really needed to show more discipline because he would take bad angles at times. He'd be a ball hawk, but at the same time, like I think he had like 6 interceptions in 2019, but he allowed like 6 touchdowns
Yeah,
during like
he allowed
his 9 game stretch.
yeah, he allowed
But
he did led the college football. He led NCAA in the interceptions his first year, didn't he?
yeah. I think he ended up like with 14
Mm-hmm.
through 2 seasons. But yeah, no, this
I
is a
haven't
guy
seen
that
him this
came
year.
in at the
I haven't
beginning.
seen him this year. How's he doing this year?
Yeah,
You know?
well, before the injury, he was that. He was showing more discipline. It was looking like he was going to be the first safety off the board. And then I think he had either a knee injury or tore his ACL. It sounds like he might be back for the combine. I highly doubt it, which sucks because that's really what would have improved his stock. So he's probably going to be a day two guy. But yeah, no, this guy, I think he could be a stud. I kind of felt the same way about Jalen Johnson last season in terms of their mentality, how they play.
Mm.
Like they're very calculated risk takers.
Mm. What about old boy from Washington?
Elijah Molden,
Man, I like him, man. I like him a
dude,
lot.
he provides a lot of versatility. I think his spot's going to be deep safety, but they like to throw him in the slot. He's got good lateral movement. He plays the run well. I mean, he's again a very versatile guy. Another guy, Richie Grant, out of Central Florida. He's very similar. He's got just freaky movement skills. He improved as a run stuffer, I guess, run stuffer this season because they like to play him a little more in the slot. But yeah, those guys are probably going to go day two as well. This is a really good safety class when you really look at it.
Well, that's good because I think Jakarsi Tart. I think he's had his days with the Niners number, and he's been consistent, but he's not a playmaker. And I think we need somebody back there with a playmaker. And then I don't think we have the money to pay him for a new contract, so we're going to let him test the market.
Yeah, I mean he's very middling anyway. He's just your average run the mill starter, in my opinion.
Yeah. He's a yeah. I was wondering why we drafted him initially, but that's just me. But I'm gonna take my last question. So, like overall, out of the whole draft, other than the quarterbacks, because I know we talked about the quarterbacks already. Give me a can't miss prospect that you believe that people are not really looking at right now.
Ooh.
Man, I think we froze up. Let's talk about it anyway. So look, I think the 49ers are in position right now. We are in position right now to do extraordinary things. But 49er fans, we got to sign about 40 people. So I'm telling you right now, we better try to acquire some picks. We better do what we can to try to make our roster whole again. I really believe his phone died. So, dang it. But I really believe that's our next move. I think our next move is with the quarterback. We got to draft them first. We also got to draft. I think second. I think we got to go after some type of corner because I think we're going to lose Richard Sherman. I think third round pick. I think we got to draft a right tackle because Mike McGlinchey's not doing the job, or even a right guard. I wouldn't even mind that and give Mike McGlinchey another year. After that, I think we need to go ahead and get a hold of some type of special player, wide receiver, athlete, something like that. Because our special teams on kick return, I don't know if y'all know, but we absolutely suck at special teams. We have to do better. So hopefully we can draft that. Hopefully we can get into the mix of making some noise. So, just wanted to put this together for you. We're going to be doing this once a month. We're going to be doing, draft specials once a month until the draft comes, and then we're going to do a draft special. 49er fans, please like and subscribe. YouTube, share, please. Thank you. Put like buttons. This is Akeem Raw Cut. See you Monday. Go Niners.